Hello and welcome to this special cryptocurrency technical analysis where together we're going to be diving straight into the Bitcoin chart, and I am going to be giving you the very must need to know important levels that will be coming into play going into the weekend and the start of next week, which is of course 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to prepare you for what is to come in 2023. I myself am prepared. I myself am ready and waiting with a big smile on my face and very positive for the opportunity and great trades that we have ahead of us. So with my mission of this video is to prepare you for that, get you ready to crush 2023 and just enter that year as we mean to continue with absolute positivity, with absolute focus and with absolute determination to absolutely beat this market. So if that sounds good to you, I'm also going to start off with a little bit of a statement. I know you love these statements deep down, although on the surface you might not. Deep down you love them, and I'm going to start off by giving you one today, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not only going to make this statement, but of course I'm going to back this up by proof of trades, proof of results, and proof of what's in the pudding in front of you, and that's the technical analysis and the levels that get respected. But this statement, ladies and gentlemen, and then I will provide the proof, is there is not another trading group in the world on the level of CC Pool Chart Champions at the moment. With the trades we're taking, with the calls that we are giving, we are laying it out in front of your eyes, and price action is respecting that perfectly. Ladies and gentlemen, I start by saying this: there is levels to this game. You cannot buy the 10 plus years of experience that I have trading. And it is with this experience that I am able to predict this market so accurately. Okay, with this experience, I get the intuition. I get these insights which I share with you, and it's via that I'm able to make such predictions, which I'm going to be covering today. Of course, then explaining how this short trade is going. I've been explaining very much so. I'm in swing short trades. I'm in day trade short trades. I'm in scalp short trades. Being very much short focused, expecting lower prices. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been paying attention, you should also be in some profitable short trades with me as we have made our way down on this chart. I have just locked in around 50% profit on this trade, which has gone straight to Tether, by the way. But as you can see now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a statement that you can also write down. Unrealized profits are just that, unrealized profits. It's not until we realize those profits and lock in those gains that they are now real. They can be moved to the bank. They can be moved to whatever we want to do. I have now locked in $53,000 realized profits. This is locked in profits that is good to go wherever I want it to go. If I wanted to send it wherever I want, this is now realized at 52,000, about 3 Bitcoin, just over 2 weeks of trade on this account. On this particular trade, now realized, unrealized, sat there also around $50,000. So in total, around $100,000 of profits currently in this trade. Okay, I'm going to be explaining what I'm looking for next in this video. I hope I've got you a bit hyped, a little bit of excited for what is to come. And let's enjoy the start of 2023 together. As I say, means to go on. And I want to start off by zooming in slightly on this price action. As always, I'll say this as well. With a blank chart, with no technical analysis, we have no idea what's happening next. No idea. We can have no high probability without technical analysis. So let's add on this technical analysis. And this is, of course, what I first always give to my group first. And these are the levels that we've been trading over the past few days. Okay, I want to zoom in particularly on this section of price action. Then, of course, I'm going to be explaining what's happening now and what I'm looking at next over as I said, the rest of the weekend going into the start of 2023. We'll be covering exactly what I'm looking for next in this video. So I want to first off cover the last really just 24 hours of price action for you here. And as I said, particularly this section and that high that we put in. Okay, so really simply, I want you to get into my mind and understand exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so of course, to do this, I'm going to go over to the posts that I made in the group. These are posts live in the time before the action has happened. Okay, so when we look at these posts, obviously I'm still telling my group, still staying in my short trades, still looking for lower. Okay, and I gave my team 2 important levels. This was yesterday morning. Okay, I say if we break the channel low, we're looking for the lower daily level. Okay, and if we break, if we move up here, I'm looking for the NPOC. Okay, so just so you can see this very clearly, I'm going to zoom in on this picture. You can see that daily level marked out here, as you can see from yesterday, 11 a.m. Lower daily 16,429. The NPOC that I gave to my team here is 16,646. Okay, these are the two levels that I told my team to be aware of, because those are the two that will be coming into play next. As you can see, look for the lower daily or look above us for the NPOC zone. I then go on to absolutely just show my team those two levels very obviously. That NPOC, once again, 16,646, lower daily 16,429. I then do one step better than that, ladies and gentlemen, and that is give the exact prediction of what I want to see next. Okay, so I tell my team, this is what I'm looking for next. Okay, this is why people love to be a champion. Why? Because there's no guessing. There's no, oh, Daniel's looking for a pump, he's looking for a dump. It's not, oh, maybe he's going to long, maybe he's going to short. It's not, none of this is left to doubt. Okay, I come in here with one idea, one setup, and I give the magic line. And this is what I'd like to see next, right? I want to see the move up to touch that NPOC, see the rejection, compound my short trades, and take that back down lower. And I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, if you could somehow have some confusion about this, if you would like some more clarification, that is why we have the Daniel's Questions channel, where you can come in here as a champion and ask any question you would like about my charts, and I will always give the answer. Okay, so that is a very big bonus. If there was any slight confusion, you could ask a question. Someone did ask the question, Daniel, is this, please let me know, is this a short position you're looking for here? And my answer to the question was yes. This is a great area to compound that short position. Okay, that's what we're looking for next. Of course, based off of the reaction. I want to even emphasize to my team here, I would not long from this location. It is just the short opportunity if we reject from this POC. Okay, so I'm not looking for the long. All I'm interested is the shorts. No longs. We're going for the shorts. We're going for this setup. What do you think happens next, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let's move back over onto the chart. Okay, remind ourselves of that exact NPOC that I gave, 16,646. And let's look what happened here. Let's come down to a 1 minute chart, shall we? Let's come down to a 1 minute chart. Price made its way up, made its way up, made its way up to that NPOC, hitting the point of control with a wick, perfect rejection, retested to the absolute dollar, and then from there that high was never took out, even here on the 1 minute chart, and we made our way, look at this, all the way down to the daily, which ended with a wick, and then we had, of course, not a large but nevertheless a reaction and rise in price to just being tested once again. Several literally 3 minutes ago we tested this once more for a little bit of a bounce. So these levels that I gave, that prediction that I gave was timing the absolute high, was timing the absolute low, and there was no second guessing, no worrying, what is this, what's that, what are you looking for next. So far so good on the setup. Just look at this, absolute perfect rejection. That's what we wanted to see, exactly as predicted, as we start to make our way down here, right? Perfect rejection from the point of control, I tell my team. And then this morning, nobody else in the space is calling the market so accurately, time and time again. And of course, this is a lovely time to lock in that take profit one, $53,000 sent to the bank, and now we sit on around another $48,000 of still unrealized profits as I look towards my next levels and my next trades. But that is what we call, ladies and gentlemen, absolute trading confidence. That's what we call, exactly as predicted, myself and other champions, of course, absolutely thoroughly happy about that prediction. Okay, it was along this lines. We wanted to see the rise, hit that point of control, and then get our rejection. Where did we reject down to? Once again, the only level that I had marked on the chart at the time. Okay, and that was the lower daily. I'll just give you a little bit more clarity in terms of the higher resolution picture, but it was the daily down there, 16,429. That's where we absolute topped out at the very high that I gave, and the absolute low currently is off of that lower daily. Just let you see this zoomed in picture, so it's a very clear. That was the absolute high, that was the absolute low currently over the past 24 hours. That's how CC Pool do it. That's how I'm going to continue 2023. I am going to be giving you the best calls in the market, in the world right now with cryptocurrency. It's as simple as that. When I'm focused, when I'm on my game, well, the results, I'm just going to say, the results speak for themselves. Who else is out here trading with multi-million dollars, banking $50,000 on their take profits? trading with $4-5 million position sizes, just think to yourself, who else is doing that right now? Who else is being transparent with their position sizes, trading with the size that we're trading, making predictions so accurately time and time again? That's the question I will give to you. Who else is doing that right now? Who else has got the transparency? And maybe the most important, who else out here is out here with 10 plus years of experience trading? There's a lot of fakers in this game. Just remember that. Okay, so with that said, now I'm going to move on to what we're looking at next. I know I've done this in a bit of a, some people would refer to it as a bit of a big-headed boasting way. I know I'm going to get those comments. I'm already prepared for the, hey Daniel, you're boasting. I'm not doing this to boast. I'm just doing this to really show you the importance of trusting people who know what they're on about, who weren't learning 1 year ago, who weren't trading with $1 position sizes, but I've been here for 10 years, who have got the sizes, who have got the transparency, and are here to show you every day of the week. I'm just really trying to emphasize this to you because I do think, I mean, you've seen it this year. There's been a lot of scams, right? There's been a lot of shady business going on exchanges left, right, and center. Trust is a very big thing. And how do you gain trust? It's generally with time and experience, okay? It's by showing the results, showing you what's possible, showing you what we're doing. And that's why I've placed a lot of emphasis to begin this video on the past prediction that I made over the past 24 hours, because this is what you've seen time and time and time and time again. You're not going to be surprised about that call, are you? Because I'm doing it regularly. I think no longer it's a surprise. Okay, so I hope that has been of interest to you, the start of this video. Probably a little bit of a longer video than normal, right? But I want you to be excited. I want you to be hyped. I want you to see what truly is possible. Right in front of you, with your eyes, I give you the evidence. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with the rest of this video, okay? One thing I'd like to bring my attention to is ES and how this has actually been very helpful in deciphering rises and drops. ES yesterday actually formed, and ES, if you don't know, is is basically the S&P 500 mini futures contract. And what I recognized here is we had this lovely push up on the ES yesterday, which also aided thinking that we'll get the push up on Bitcoin too, okay? You have to remember, at this point, I'm not going to take a short here. I need to see the rise in price. I need to see that NPOC. I need to see that rejection before I'm taking my short. So I'm placing emphasis on the rise to compound my short based off of the ES correlation. I saw this ES, and then basically we're going for a failed auction. We spend some time above this high, get back down below. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a failed auction. If you would like to learn about failed auctions, by the way, I'm starting a new series on the start of January. I think this is going to be going out the 2nd or 3rd of January. I've got a new video covering failed auctions. So if you want to learn about failed auctions, that will be released on the start of 2023 for all contenders and champions. I will be doing every single contenders video during the month of January, so you're going to see a lot from me. I've got a lot of new information to share, going over failed auctions, going over swing failure pattern 2.0s, I'm going over how to determine front runs, I'm going over fixed range 2.0s, and one thing that we've been talking about for a while, Elliott waves. I think you're going to be looking forward to this too. I'm getting it all prepared, I'm getting it all done, and we're going to just start 2023 as we mean to go on, giving you content galore. We have not dried up in that regards. So yeah, as I mentioned, this ES correlation helped me greatly. That failed auction, once again, you can learn about that next week on the website, is what gave me the heads up for the drop to come on the ES. This drop is in now full force after that failed auction. Okay, locally still expecting a little bit lower here on the ES, which of course can aid our downside here on Bitcoin. Although, yes, I took 50% profits on this trade, I've moved it to Tether, so I'm not exposed to any more of a drop. The reason why I've moved it to Tether, well, simply because then I'm not exposed on this trade. It is locked in profits in that regards. Also, on the Tether pair is where I can be entering scalp long. So if I want to take a scalp long, okay, to, offset some of my short positions, well, I can only do that on the Tether pair. On the BTC USD pair, I can either hold long or short, nothing else. On the Tether pair, I can long and short simultaneously, right? But for now, we've still got a nice funding rate on this USD pair, and I'm personally going to be waiting for a little bit more to come in here. Okay, we've had the first touch, now we've had the second touch. The second touch is not ever a trade that I'm going to be taking here. Okay, the first touch, yeah, this was absolutely the time to lock in the take profit. This was acceptable time to lock in a scalp long position. But this second touch, no, for me, no longer I'm interested in this second, third, fourth, fifth touch. Right, I go for the first touches. I go for causing the reactions, you could say. The second touch is acceptable, but it's never as nice as the first touch if you have the confidence to do it. Okay, so that's what I basically have explained there. The ES was very helpful to me. we can also be looking at the DXY dollar index there, as well as, sometimes we can be looking at some altcoins, mentionable. You could say Litecoin at times has had heads up, Ethereum at times has had heads up as well. But we like to use these other markets to view the correlations to make more of an informed decision of what we're looking at next. As well as that, we can of course always look at the order flow, which I'll give you a little bit of an insight into what we're looking at here. So we have slight bullish divergences, okay, very slight because the volume here is very low indeed, but slight bullish divergences. But in my opinion, I would overall expect this actually to be leading to a continued downside. Specifically over the next 10 minutes will be key. Why? Because in 10 minutes time, the stock market is going to open, right? So I'm interested. We're going to see gaps to the downside on MicroStrategy. Coinbase is going to be gapping down here. We're going to see Nvidia gapping down. Apple with a move to the downside. Oh, Tesla has been epic. If you love to trade stocks, Tesla was awesome, right? We had this gap here on Tesla. We had that lovely gap to the upside, but all we done was filled the gap, and then we got, after filling that gap, a pullback of 3%. So if you like to trade the stock market, that has opportunities galore as well. But I did find it interesting that we just filled the gap on Tesla and pulled back, getting another pullback here on the open. But I want to finish this video within 10 minutes because I actually do want to return to scalp trading this and maybe take some trades on the stock market. More important though for me is the cryptocurrency market. But yeah, this opens in 10 minutes, so I would expect a direction to be found within the next literally 10 minutes. The market opens in 10 minutes time, 12 minutes to be precise. So I'm going to try and wrap this video up swiftly because I do need to be available for that. But basically what I'm going to explain what I'm looking at. And I apologize, I'm speaking really quick. If you think I'm speaking really quick, you can actually watch back these videos on maybe times 0.5 speed, and then it will be slow, right? But yeah, I want to try and wrap this up quickly. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for the ES. So I'm going to be looking at the stock market open in 10 minutes time to give me a heads up on the direction, because that's where we can expect a little bit of volatility injection, where I'll either be expecting this, we could be looking for that bullish divergences to play out with another rise to the upside, and we could be looking for a value area low retest, or alternatively we actually get a bearish open and we just continue down and break that daily. For me, I suppose I'm kind of either or. I'm happy with either scenario. If we break down here, I'll look for my next lower level to the downside. If we do break up, then I'll look to compound my short again. I've locked in the profit, so I'm kind of happy with whatever goes next, and I'm just ready and waiting for that next level, which again I'm going to explain to you in this video, my exact next levels, right? Woo, what a video it's been so far. I'd like to just take a little bit of a break from the talking about technicals, talking about levels, and just do a reply to some of these comments. I think this is how I'm going to end 2023. I'm going to say in 2023, end 2022. In 2023, I'm not going to address any of this. I think 2023 is just a time where I'm just going to focus on myself, focus purely on chart champions, focus on what we're giving, ignore all the trolls, ignore all this sort of stuff. But I'm filled appeal to just say at the end of 2022, this is the last time I could talk about it, right? And it's like the funny comments of the people saying show no evidence. We come out here, I've shown you the evidence. I've shown you the trades from back when I was trading, $5,000 to here, trading like almost $5 million when this position was open, right? We've given you the evidence. There's no way people can come on here and say we blur out trades. We're not transparent. We're not showing you evidence of our trading abilities. We're coming out here. We're showing you multi-million position sizes. We're showing you hundreds and thousands of dollars profits, which this was a day of trading, right? One day of trading over 100 grand profits. It's like, the evidence is here right in front of you. But that's not to say we've always been perfect, right? That's absolutely not. I want to take a quick moment to reflect on 2022. It's been an up and down journey. And I myself will openly admit to at the start of 2022, Chart Champions was going off tracks. It was going off tracks, and I absolutely hold up my hand and take full responsibility. I was moving away from the UK, moving over to live in Colombia. And, during that time, I took a little bit of, I wasn't on holiday per se, but I was obviously not fully active. I was enjoying myself. I was taking a bit of a earned break. I hadn't took a break for 2 years, and seeing as I was moving my life over to Colombia during the downtime of moving my equipment, getting my houses and all that sorted, I decided to take a break. And yeah, I really hold my hands up and say it was my fault that Chart Champions really started to take that downturn. I'm never going to put that blame on anybody else. And there was a question that was asked a few days ago here, said, this guy, he said, I spent so much money with Chart Champions when we were just posting memes all day. There was a lot of memes. There was a lot of unfocused behavior. There was a lot of trolling. People weren't happy with pictures I was posting online. There was a lot of negativity, we could say. And yeah, absolutely, I hold my hands up. And he said, is this improved? I've been saying it's improved. If so, people are looking to rejoin. And so I just read a comment here from Rivalry. He says he's a veteran of CC, as you can all agree. He's an absolute legendary trader himself right now, and he can confirm that the meme plague has since been removed. All of the coaches, community, even himself, were guilty of the memes, but he can tell you with confidence that although we still have fun occasionally with the memes and stuff, education is now the priority. Besides, most of the members who plagued General Chat have now left. General Chat is a thriving community now, you can see for yourself. And absolutely, I echo this. Like, how people left on their own regards, some of them we banned and kicked out, right? But the trolls have gone, or the memes, that sort of, kind of toxic culture has now left. And we're left with a community of hardworking, passionate traders that are just focused on improving themselves. I'm very happy to see, I'm not going to name names, but you can kind of think for yourself if you're here a year ago, like the people that would just come in to pick arguments, cause drama, just come in, post a meme and leave. It was, it was very toxic when you look back on it. But again, I hold my hands up and say, well, I was also not there actively enough to take control and lead the ship in the right direction. Like I am once again back now and plan obviously to stay for the rest of 2023. Okay. So it's like since then there, of course, has been a massive overhaul, new leadership, and the focus is always directed towards trading and technical analysis. Igor with his live trading has become increasingly unpopular, with the most recent session being, well, now obviously not today, but as a member I can confirm it is a very professional ecosystem and great community. So why am I referring to this? It's just a time to reflect, right? So I think 2023 has been a very big year of ups and downs, but all I can say is myself as a trader, myself as somebody that tried to run Chart Champions. Obviously, I've hired now during the course of it a few different managers. One manager didn't do so well, kind of got rid of him, and now we've got a new one that is absolutely running Chart Champions in the way that I think is the best way absolutely possible. And you can kind of see that, right? When you look at us now, it's no longer this culture of toxicness, of some people happy, some people upset. No, you come in here, you look at the members, and everybody is absolutely focused, enjoying the journey and excited for what's to come. Okay, and that starts from the top up, myself, but also the management within Chart Champions, and also listening to feedback. You wanted the coaches only channel, we gave the coaches only channel. You wanted the speed runs, we gave you the speed runs. You wanted schedules, we gave you schedules. A lot of feedback was needed, we listened and we implemented, and that is the best thing that you can do as I think this is again just general talking about life, but I think the best thing you can do is listen to, if you're a business owner, the best thing you can do is listen to your customer, truly listen, understand their complaints, and then work towards fixing them. And that's been our main goal of 2022. Let's listen to the constructive criticism, let's listen to the complaints, let's listen to the feedback, let's implement the changes, and let's fix everything. And then 2023 is now we have fixed everything, we're moving on to new things, we're releasing new content, we've got new strategies, we're giving you the content that we've promised you. And 2023 is going to be a big year in that regards for Chart Champions. It all starts from the ground up, right? And the last comment that I wanted to refer to, the guy's deleted his comment. That's a bit of a shame. But of course, I'm still tracking this. We've still got another 5 minutes, so they're going to wrap it up. But the next comment I wanted to refer to is somebody that recalled us, hey, you're just like a paid group. You're a paid group. Let me say this, well, I don't run this Twitter account, by the way, just an FYI, because some people think I do. I do not write these tweets from the Chart Champions, the official account. I write my own tweets on my account, of course, but this wasn't real by me. But paid groups are run by influencers trying to build a fan base that pays. All you have to do is open your eyes to see that our platform is exactly that, a platform. We will continue to disrupt the trading space for the better. This guy says he's been a champion around here for 4 years, well worth the education, and has improved his bottom line. He's making profits and increasing his confidence. And my reply to this guy was, we don't run a paid group. Chart Champions is much more than that. We are not a paid group. Chart Champions is not just a paid group. Okay, it is a community led by some of the best traders in the world. We offer education, live trading, 24/7 support. We have a customer service team. We have moderators. We have coaches. We have back-end devs. We have a whole, service community and business set up to assist you learning to trade, right? And then the next comment was, which we received quite a lot, right? Is, oh, you're just way too expensive. You know, this is too expensive. Lower your prices. He's obviously deleted it, but you know, my comment to kind of these people that say, oh, you're too expensive, or it's too much for me, which I totally comprehend. For some people, is too much. It just is a fact that our prices are too much for some people, and that's fine. We're not here to, you know, get everybody into our service, right? At the end of the day, it's something you can make your decision on. And it's, for me, these are my words of, maybe our mentorship is too expensive, or maybe it is just the fact that you don't understand the value and knowledge that we are offering inside of the group. So if you don't understand that value that we give, okay, where you can make your fees back by just listening to calls, if you don't understand the education that we give is literally life-changing, then you could say it's too expensive because you don't understand the office, you know, the product and service that we're giving. And either way is fine, right? At the end of the day, we still have thousands of happy clients who are trading alongside us every single day. So I just wish you all the best. And that guy's the guy that deleted his comment, but to everybody else, I also just echo those words as well. And of course, when people say, "Oh, you know, if you make so much money trading, why do you run this? Why do you have Chart Champions?" And of course, yes, we make money trading, but at the end of the day, Chart Champions isn't a charity, right? It is a business. It is offering a service, and this is something that we've worked many years for, and now we're giving it back. And although I do say that we are not a charity, of course, we are still doing the $100,000 giveaway that is in live effect and force. We've obviously recently given away £5,000 to Action for Children, £5,000 to Feeding Families. We bought a random guy on Twitter a fridge because he needed a fridge. You've probably seen, if you're over on GoFundMe, we've been giving away some money on GoFundMe. This was £1,000 donation over there. So we've been giving back to the people that need it the most. So although we're not a charity, we obviously understand, hey, we're in a position where we can give back, and we're absolutely, of course, more than happy to do that. And that's just a reminder, we'll continue to give away this money during the course of 2023. Okay, that's still absolutely in full force. We're going to be giving away $100,000. So in 2023, stay tuned for the rest of that giveaway. And I'm going to end with what I'm looking for next. Okay. Sorry for the little bit of a talk through, but that's the last one you're going to have of me, right? So 2023, we can just focus on the trading only. I just wanted to get some of that out of my system, maybe. And now what I'm looking for next. So as I explained, I'm looking for the US market open, which is coming up sooner and sooner as we speak. I'm looking for that to look for a volume injection, and then I'll be looking for either this daily to be tapped again and lost, or I'll begin looking for a few things. I can either look for the swing failure pattern failed auction, basically where price comes down, takes this low, and then we get the reclaim, and that would be like a failed auction swing failure pattern of the daily one more time, or alternatively that level's lost and I'll look back down towards this value area low, right? Okay, so for me, that would be fairly simple. There aren't very many long opportunities here, apart from those two options, in my opinion. I prefer to be remaining a little bit patient from where we are there. Okay, in regards to the upside, this NPC is now obviously tapped. Okay, so this is tapped, and this can now essentially be removed. We can still, of course, look for that CC rejection, because when you take this Fibonacci from this high to the low, we still actually have the CC here. So just as we were looking for the swing failure potential here, we can look for that up there as well. If we don't got the swing failure pattern or failed auction, which as I just shown you what that would look like, basically of the highs would look very similar, right? And that would be your failed auction swing failure pattern. How do you determine this in the time? Well, you have to look at the order flow. The order flow is absolutely of utmost importance to determine this. So we'd have our alert set, would look for the reactions based off of those highs and lows, and then check the order flow. If we break through that, of course, we can be looking back up towards the point of control daily levels. Okay, obviously that value area high coming in at 17,400. But I've talked about some of these levels in the past few videos, because they haven't changed, because all we've been doing is going down and creating new levels to the downside, right? And then that would be my wrap up of this video, the wrap up of 2023, and just the final words of when it comes to trading and analysis. Okay, I want to keep this next minute professional, and that is, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you see me coming out here making these predictions, and they go exactly as predicted. At the end of the day, I am a trader just like you. I can take wins, I can take losses, for sure, right? I'm not winning every trade I take. Trading is part of the game, and trading is normal. Okay, I'm on a bit of a win streak, but I'm going to be taking a loss. It's just absolutely acceptable and part of the game. So first thing to remember, keep that risk management in place. Okay, don't go crazy opening leverage positions. I would always say this, you don't even need to use leverage. No leverage change is needed. Just keep on the risk management, keep on this mindset of a professional trader. You come in here, you do your analysis, you mark out your levels, you check the reaction, you take the trade, execute, execute, execute. That's my main aim of 2023, to get you the confidence that I am on right now. And that is see the trade and take the trade. It will either turn into a lovely win like this and we walk away with over $100,000 profits, or we'll take a scratch, we'll take a loss, and then we move on to the next trade and we look for the next setup. I'm not happy when I take these wins. I'm not sad when I take these losses. It's just for me, come in here, take the trade, execute, walk away with the next day with some profits in the bank, looking for my next trade and next setup. Right? Of course, I'm a highly competitive person. I love this type of environment, but you know, when I'm focused, I'm in the zone. I'm just looking at that next trade and next setup. Okay. And yeah, I guess that is obviously a very important factor as well to talk about, the need of taking profits. It's not a profit until it's realized. Okay, you can make lovely rises, you make lovely profits on a pump, but if you don't lock in those profits, they'll turn to losses. Just as in a short, I got to lock in profits. So taking profits, keeping the professional mindset, keeping focus, keeping, you know, on track here. And, you know, stay happy, stay positive, and keep looking for those next trades. If you want, you know, a confidence booster, well, that's what you're going to get within the Discord coaches only channels at Chart Champions. If you want the live trading, daily live streams, obviously a live update today from George, live update today from Victor, sorry. We had Victor on the live streams. You have George every single day. You have Igor doing live trading. I'm going to be doing all the contenders videos of January. We've got a lot of new content, a lot of new theories, a lot of new strategies to be sharing with you. So if you want all that, you can of course get it over at chartchampions.com. I'm going to end with those final words once more. Levels to this game, my friend. Just think about it. What you can have with inside the group, where we can bring you, and the opportunities that are going to be knocking on your door next year. So I refer to this as a bullish 2023, not necessarily referring to the price action, but for yourself, how you can improve as an individual, how you can better your life, your finances, and your future by listening to Chart Champions. I truly, honestly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really mean it. I know from the results that we're producing, not monetary wise within my trades, but from the comments that we see from the members, from the money shots that we see from the members. People are learning, people are executing, people really are bettering themselves off of the information that we're providing and the education that we are giving, right? And that's how I can enter with so much confidence and say, you know, there are levels to this game. No one else is going to be out here with 10 years experience making the money I am, and, you know, still wanting to give back, still wanting to make this legacy, still wanting to improve the community. And, you know, that really is my mission of 2023. It's Chart Champions. That's my focus. That's my baby. That's my legacy. And that's what I want to build. I want to see more people saying, Daniel, you changed my life. So yeah, thank you ever so much. I'm just going to wrap it up there. You know what to do if you've enjoyed this. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video. And yeah, I'm just going to say that. Thank you ever so much, everybody. I've loved every second of 2023. I know I've not been active for the whole of the year. I took a bit of a break while I was going around Colombia moving house. But that's done now. 2023 for me is a year of focused, a year of being here, active, and doing what I do best, and that's trading and talking about trades, right? So that's going to be what I'm doing in 2023. I really hope you're looking forward to it, because honestly I am. And yeah, if you want to be in the best trading group in the world right now, well, you know where to be, chartchampions.com. There really is no other place. So cheers, everybody. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one, and goodbye. Of course, ending actually with the legal trade disclaimer. No financial advice in this video. Do your own research. Trade on a paper demo trade account. Thank you and goodbye.